He's so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times.
Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
He'll complete this one to Collins. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense. Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing here, Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And now an audible here into something else. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Purdy. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Purdy connects with Kittle underneath. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Purdy looking to throw. And this one's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Purdy sets up to throw again. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Out of the gun, Purdy. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Purdy will look to throw again here. Connects with Kittle underneath. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That'll give them 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Purdy going to give it to Guerrero. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now Purdy. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll set up 2nd and goal. And Purdy, he's going to shift them around into something else. Here's a 2nd and 7. And it's caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Here's Guerrero, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Isaac Guerrero, a touchdown run there from a yard out, and the Niners are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here.
18 Cardinal.
They'll try and throw for it. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Now receiver in motion left. Purdy will throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and a big sack at that. This remains a 1-point game. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. They'll let this go deep for Collins. He's got it at the 15. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll give it to Mixon. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And they'll get him down up past the 15. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Back to throw, Purdy. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They'll try the middle with Garindo. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. You see Purdy. He's going to shift them around. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. Back to throw. Purdy. Caught here by Conley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back to throw now on 1st down. That's complete to Pearsall. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now they'll change things up. To throw again on 2nd down. Purdy. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their 1st possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Now it's Mixon running right. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Stroud. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As Stroud now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on 4th down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the 4th quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop them.
He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation. Give me a fresh ball. And let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
No. Buggy.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Here's Stroud. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanketed his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finish this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Oh, hey. Buggy.
This is Mixon on the draw. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Texans are going to have a first down, and that is the big one, as they should be able to run it out from here. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off. Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defense.
From the capital of Tennessee and of country music, for any of you fans out there, welcome to Nashville. We're at Nissan Stadium. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And away we go from Nashville. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Like 40.
They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Right 90, right 90.
Right back to Pollard. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Hey, like 13, like 13. What?
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. A little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
Niners countering with a 5th defensive back on this 3rd down.
Like 24.
Levis to the air now. Pass caught by Ridley. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Titans will have a first down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Wanted Ridley, but it's intercepted. That's Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to take over after the interception.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
First play, he's going to throw. Purdy. Reeled in by George Kittle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 31-yard play, and that's a 49er first down.
Let's go now. Cut 19. Cut 19.
From the red zone now. He'll get this one to Cowie. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Working quickly here.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Slot man in motion left. Working out of the gun. It's Purdy. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
Not an open passing lane to be found anywhere. He took what he thought was the best one available, and they still managed to tip the ball away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Here we go.
1st To throw again, it's Purdy. And he will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers parlay the interception into points. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Moody knocks that extra point through. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, come on, come on.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Has his man. It's Ridley. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. We're ready to go with the second quarter, and it's Titans football. They have it on 2nd and short. Defense showing blitz. Levis. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the 49ers get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
70 ring, 7, Buffalo 18, 65 jack, 65 jack. Go.
First down throw by Purdy. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. That was Harold Landry making the tackle.
18 back. 7-5, back to 60.
They put a receiver in motion here left.
Let go.
From the gun is Purdy. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29.
Let's go.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Purdy throwing here on first. That throw finds Kittle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14.
Let's go.
Offense up to the line fast. Slot receiver headed left. First down from the red zone. Won't make the play on that one. It hits the deck, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Let's go. 79 Bronco. 60 Maverick.
They send him left out of the slot. Back to the air on 2nd. Purdy. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Fourth down now, and on comes Jake Moody for the 49ers field goal. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Jake Moody out for the 49ers field goal try. It's from the left hash, 33 yards. Moody knocks it through. And they come away with some points on that series.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Hold on, like 9.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Has the connection to Ridley. And he'll get it up to the 44. Tennessee calling its second timeout now, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Hold on, 0-0. Like 54, like 54.
Levis now against the blitz. He finds Tigakonkwo for the grab. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Levis now on first down. That's brought in by Westbrook Akine. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. The Titans call their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Second and 3 now.
Mo. 40 reads.
On the draw, the gift to Pollard. Has a lane inside the 25. And he takes this all the way down to the 24-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
On, like 49.
Now Levis. Hits him on the out route. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. He'll take this at the 10. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Complete to Pearsall. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Amani Hooker with the tackle. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Finding Pearsall. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first. Throwing from the gun here. He's on the move. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. From the 44 here on 2nd down. Kittle's got it on the slant. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Purdy on 1st down. Pearsall there to grab it. Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. This one's going to be a return from deep in the end zone. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here's down, 90 down, 49 read. Like 13, like 13.
Levis. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Looking to throw, Purdy. That's complete. Here's Cowie. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Jack Gibbons in on the tackle. From the 28. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
60 Eagles, 19 tight, 19 tight.
To throw again, it's Purdy. He's got it near the 8. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Working inside the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the 49ers make it a 24-point ball game. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Trying the inside handoff to Pollard. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Mike 49.
From the 31. Pass caught by Ridley. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Mike 54.
Levis to the air now. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Has his man. It's Ridley. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Working quickly here.
Hand up.
3rd and short yardage. Levis. That one's cut along the left sideline. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Titans will have a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike 49.
Here's Levis. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Oh, he loses it on the return. They could get this back. And the Titans will take over just outside the red zone at the 21. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Titans hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Mike 54.
Again, a run with Pollard. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
22 Rita.
Got to hurry this to the line. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
Mike 13. Mike 13.
Throwing is Levis. Touchdown, Tennessee. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
They give it to the back on the zone read. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. All right, partner, let's be clear. No one sends their offense out for two saying, hey, I want you to throw a check down to the back.
Never seen it in any playbook, Kate.
But sometimes you're left with no choice once the play begins, right?
That's right. When your top options disappear, just get in somebody's hand. Keep the play alive. But the defense, well, they did their part.
And the 49ers are able to cover the kick. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it. Even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. This will be caught by Kelly. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Slot man in motion left. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck.
Hurry!
Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. Hauled in left side. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Trying to set this up quick. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it's third and short.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They send the tight end in motion left. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target to make a play on it.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4. Man in motion, headed right. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They hit him for 5 yards on 4th down and get the successful conversion. So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. Well, partner, we spoke earlier about how much of a factor this home crowd was going to be. But even with the added boost from the friendly confines, couldn't will them to the victory.
Yeah, sometimes it just isn't your game. You're never going to win them all, even at home. But what's important now is learning from this defeat, hitting the film room, hitting the weights, making sure this doesn't happen again. Don't let this loss beat you twice.
So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, every
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And off we go here in Atlanta. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. They'll throw first play with Penix. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
Can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think you just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
It's a gain of 12 there. It's good for a Falcon first down.
Over the last couple years, Mike, we've seen the trend in the NFL is that third down has really become a passing down, but not here. Not for this team. They keep the ball on the ground. They're able to pick up a big gain. Fresh set of downs.
That is downfield to the tight end Pitts. And he's in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Atlanta. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems, Mike, the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They motion the slot man left. They'll throw to begin with Purdy. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Again in the air for Purdy. That is caught downfield by Pearsall. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Back to the air is Purdy.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
And he will get into the end zone. George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll get this past the 25, out to the 27. A pickup of 7. They'll go again with Robinson. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. They'll throw. It's Penix. Open man, he's got it. It's London. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. They'll go. It's Robinson. Inside the 40. Bijan Robinson. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. On is Koo for the point after. He's got it. And the Falcons will take a 14-6 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. This throw left side, taken in by the rookie wide receiver. Throwing on first down is Purdy. That's complete to Pearsall. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Here's Purdy on first and 10. A quick throw that's complete on the slant. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. We'll come to the line now on second and 2. To throw once more, it's Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Purdy going to put it up again. He pulls it in around the 5. He is in. George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Purdy going to give this to Garendo. And he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion ties this game up. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. They play it short, take it at the 15-yard line. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. Back to throw. Here's Penix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. On third down, Penix. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. They're going on 4th down. It's Penix. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. They pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. The gain is 18. Now Penix. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw again, it's Penix. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Again, it's Penix. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And he will go all the way. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Falcons. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here comes a return from the end zone. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. First and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will wind up a Niners first down as he's able to take it up to the 30-yard line. So we're at halftime here in Atlanta, and the Falcons are in the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half, about to get started. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. He'll come across the 20 and take him down at the 21-yard line. Purdy on first down. Now a shot here, deep middle. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
All right, Mike, you know me. I tend to be an offensive guy, so if we're taking a big shot to start this half, I'm thinking touchdown. But rather, we go interception to begin the second half. Now, still an exciting play. I think we're going to see both sides willing to continue to take these risks, take these chances throughout the rest of this second half.
Penix now off the bootleg. He finds Darnell Mooney for the catch. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They're going to go play action with Penix. That's going to wind up incomplete, but a penalty flag is down on the play. Let's see what that's all about. They'll throw on first down with Penix. That one taken in by London. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. On first down, it's Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. Second down and 8. Another run here for Robinson. And he will work his way down inside the 30, a pickup of 6. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Atlanta.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down. They'll run with Robinson. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Now Penix to throw on second down. That one taken in. Drake, London. Touchdown, Atlanta.
And this is where the threat of run just opens up everything else in your offense, especially when you have a premier back lined up behind center. And this is one of those cases where the defense is so worried about how do we stop this ground game. They don't have enough guys to account for everyone in the passing game, and results in an easy touchdown.
So now another extra point try here from a little shorter distance. A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Slot man in motion left. To throw on first down is Purdy. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum builder.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
Purdy now, he'll throw on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. From the gun, it's Purdy. His throw left side is complete. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They motion the slot man left. 1st and 10 for Purdy. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. On 2nd down, Purdy. And that is incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And 3rd down coming up. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. Now Purdy. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Penix. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. That is Leonard Floyd, the veteran who got to the quarterback. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing is Penix. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think this defense is wondering where some of these missed throws were earlier in the game. I mean, for a while, it seemed like everything the offense did hit. And after that last incomplete pass, although this game's all but over, this defense will certainly take it.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long. Fourth down, and here's Penix. Open man is Mooney. He's got it. Give him 19 yards as they get the 4th down conversion.
I like a little bit of this risk-taking. I mean, you found yourself with the lead in the 4th quarter. Conservative wisdom says, just punt it away and let your defense win this game for you. But now after going for it on 4th down and extending the drive, they can continue to work this clock, and even if they do have to give the ball back to their opponent, they're going to get the ball back with a lot less time. So I really like that decision.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Here's Penix. That's deep, for the back of the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. They'll try to throw it with Penix. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. They convert in style. Huge play on 4th and long. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll throw. It's Penix. That is intercepted. And the Niners force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
A first down throw for Purdy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. Here's Purdy. That's incomplete. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Northern California and Levi's Stadium in the South Bay in Santa Clara, California. Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And off we go from Santa They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Here's the first carry for the Pitt product, James Conner. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. On first down, Murray. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. Here's Murray. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
On second down, here's a run with Conner. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming. Working out of the gun, Murray. He pulls it in around the 5.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. It is brought in the end zone. James Conner. Touchdown, Arizona. Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cardinals will take a 7-0 lead. So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over.
Ready up.
Here's first and 10.
Go. Panther 60. Panther 60.
He'll get this out to the left flat.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
2nd and a yard.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Ready.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Second down, Murray. That'll be taken in by Connor. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
They'll run out of the gun, and this is Connor. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. Murray looking to throw. We'll try and set up the tight end screen. And the Cardinals are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 12 yards there and a first down. It'll be first and goal when we come back. 7-0 is our score. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal. They'll run it here, and it's Connor. Powering forward. He's in. James Conner. Touchdown, Cardinals. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That is caught downfield by Pearsall. Purdy now, he'll throw on first down. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the defense has it. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs. But he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit, loses the ball, and now the defense takes over.
They'll start this drive on the ground, and it's Connor. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Now a second down throw for Murray. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down. A gain there of 13 yards.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Off the play fake. Here's Murray. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Diamador Lenore there defensively to break that one up. Murray now on second down. That one incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
He's got his man right side. It's complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Halftime is looming, but a chance to build on that already sizable lead right here. First and goal. To the 5-yard line. Second and goal. Again, it'll be Connor. And he's into the end zone yet again. James Conner. Touchdown, Arizona. What a half he is putting together. That's his third touchdown already. Prater on to attempt the extra point. He's got it. And the Cardinals will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And this will be incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
They'll go with Purdy. Open man left side. He's got it. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they wind up getting 13 on 4th down. Now he'll run it. And Purdy going to smartly hit the deck here as he's able to pick up the first down in the process.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a first down.
On 1st and 10, Purdy. And it's a big run down to the 10-yard line. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. So not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Slot man in motion left. 1st and 10 for Purdy. A dive for the end zone, but he loses the football. And they will get another chance. They cover it up after very nearly squandering a great scoring opportunity. They'll look to run with McCaffrey. And a critical tackle there. They were getting close to scoring. Instead, they get nothing. Time has run out. This first half has come to an end. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
Got it. Ready?
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Hut, hut.
Here's Purdy. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Hey, Larry. I need you. Quiver.
On play action, Murray. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Throwing now, Murray on 1st down. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing...
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession?
Shut up. 19 Tiger, check.
A first down throw for Purdy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
70 Timberwolves. Hey, check that. Check, go.
Purdy on first down. That one knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
A short one there, caught by Kittle. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
19 tight. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Ready.
Third and short. Here's Purdy. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Now Purdy. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn.